Hello folks, Everchanger here, and welcome back to more of the Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap. Last time, we adventured all around the world after completing the Fortress of Winds, and we got all of these Pika Lights unlocked, among a ton of other things. A large amount of stuff gets unlocked after the Fortress of Winds. In fact, over a quarter of all of the Kinstone fusions in the game are unlocked once you complete the third dungeon. So, of course, in this episode we are going to be doing even more fusions. Why do you not want to fuse with me? Maybe she's fickle. I'll be right back. Nope, I'm stupid. That's not who we want to fuse with. It's this person. Alright. Derp. You would think that the person holding up the milk would be Mama, but no, it's actually this woman right here. So let's do this fusion and see what we get. Alrighty. It is going to unlock a platform in front of what we now know to be a Mole-Mit's cave. Unfortunately, we cannot actually access it quite yet, so we're just going to have to sit tight on that one. They fit perfectly. Does that mean I'm lucky now? Another cool thing I might as well mention is that we are actually beyond 50% in the game now. Last episode, we crossed 50 fusions and the halfway point in regards to heart pieces as well, which is pretty awesome. Now, there is a fusion I want to do over here. I'm trying to remember exactly how to get to it. I'm pretty sure I actually want to come down to the carpenter's house, if I'm correct about this. Yes. Alright, what we want to do is we want to shrink down here. That was not the right button, it's in fact R. And this is actually a new way that we're going. We're going to go over into this house right here. Oh, can we not do this yet? We cannot do this yet. Wow, whoops. Never mind then. To the next fusion, I suppose. Apologies for that. It turns out we need to make a little bit more story progress in order to do that one, so instead we're going to move on to this Kinstone fusion right here. Now, this Kinstone fusion is a little bit weird because Zill, a Forest Minish, and a Town Minish all sort of share these three fusions together. One of which was the one I was trying to do just now, but unfortunately failed. So you're going to see that noted up in the corner. Any one of these characters can have any three fusions in the group, but you'll eventually do all three fusions by fusing with all three characters. I hope that made sense. Anyway, all three of these Kinstone fusions have to do with the Castor Wilds. Each one will spawn in a lily pad right here that will allow you to navigate different parts of the swamp as a Minish. Alrighty, very nice. Now that we have done that, we are actually going to be heading on over to the inn. Over here in the inn, we have this woman right here. Would you like to fuse Kinstones? This is Furore. Definitely a reference to the Legend of Zelda Oracle of Ages and Seasons, and in fact, if you get these characters' figurines, you will actually get a bit of a reference to those games, which is pretty cool. Anyway, complete this fusion, and it is going to do something quite interesting. Wow, I just had the best idea! I can rent out my house for some extra cash! This is important for a small side quest we are going to be completing in this video, so let's go right on over and talk to, I believe his name is Gorman. Heading down here and talking to Gorman. What? What do you want? Why are you bothering me, kid? Huh? Oh, my name's Gorman. I'm trying my hand at real estate. Turns out it's a total pain. Like right now, I'm looking for a tenant, you see? But the thing is, I can only rent to a woman, single occupancy. Too many tenants would make the place dirty, and they'd be loud. I like things nice and quiet, see? And this is all just too much hassle. If you find anyone who can rent this place, would you let me know? Indeed, we will let him know. Now we are going back to the inn. Now here in the inn, you can give any one of these three women a house to live in. Now, just pointing out, there are 2 houses for 3 women, so unfortunately one of these girls is going to get the shaft. That house has a blue roof, so I think we're going to give Nehru a house. Oh, you have a house to show me? Absolutely. Really, thanks. I want to go see it right away. Now, once you have done that, and you head back on down to the house over here, you will see that there are some blue garments hanging right out here, and you go inside, and now you can see that Nehru has a house, which is pretty sweet. Now that we have done that, we are going to go do the next step on this side quest. Right over here by the library we have Bremor. He is a carpenter and we want to fuse with him. You want to fuse Kinstones? I hope they fit. I hope they fit indeed as well. I want to fuse this piece right here, and once you do that, something interesting is going to happen. I'm feeling really motivated now. I could probably build a good-sized house in a matter of minutes. So it would appear that a house is going to be constructed in town here. Come down here, and this is the location of the house. I'll build here, I think. So I think after we leave and come back, construction should begin on the house. Am I correct about this? Yes. I'll build here, I think. Well, it looks like the building has actually started, dude, so I would hope you're committed to it, because if not, I'd have some serious doubts. But anyway, we can come back again, and there is now a completed house right here. Don't worry, the Minish living in that little mushroom house right there now lives inside this house, so you don't have to worry about him. Nice house, huh, kid? It's brand spanking new, I tell ya. But I just need another tenant, a single woman, like before. Well, if you know any young ladies needing a home, let me know. We will indeed let him know. We are going back to the inn once again. Back here in the inn, since that house had a red roof, I think it would be fitting to give Din a house. Oh, you're showing me an empty house? Absolutely we are. Whoa, thanks, and it's a new house and everything. If we head right on back over to that house, we will find that Nehru has set up in here all nice and dandy. You can see that other Minish's abode is right on up there. Unfortunately, we're not quite able to access it quite yet, which is a bit unfortunate. That was a bit of a derp on my part. I totally thought we'd be able to do this quite right now, rather, but unfortunately no. But anyway, oh Link, thanks for coming. I love this place and I owe it all to you. If you have an empty bottle, I can put one of my homemade charms inside. Just ask any time. This is important. For each oracle that you find a house, they will offer to give you a charm in your bottle. Using this charm will grant you a temporary buff of some kind. Nehru will increase your offensive powers. Din will increase your offensive powers, and Nehru will increase your defensive powers, rather. And these will turn your tunics red for power and blue for defense, which is pretty cool. And unfortunately, we did not give Feror a house. She will give you a charm that will turn your tunic purple and will increase both your offense and your defense, but not as much as either of the other two charms will. Some fans think that the fact that only 2 oracles wind up getting a house is sort of a reference to the fact that only 2 of the original planned 3 oracle games were released, but this is purely speculation. But yes, if you need offensive power or defensive power, or perhaps both, this is pretty much where you're going to go. But anyway, now that we have done that, we are going to be heading off to the Minish Woods to do some more fusions. Down here in the Minish village, there's this house that looks like a vase. Come in here, and this Forest Minish will want to fuse with you. This is the second of 3 Castor Wilds shared fusions. We complete this fusion, and I'm really hoping it'll give us the lily pad we need. It looks like it will. I'm really hinging on getting the correct lily pads for these fusions, because one of these fusions will give us a Kinstone piece that we're going to need later in the video, so it was pretty unfortunate that we couldn't do all 3 of these. Anyway, next fusion. Out here in the woods proper, you might remember this tree that we unlocked with a Kinstone fusion earlier on. What we want to do is enter inside, and there is a Deku Scrub in here. So what we want to do, same as with all the others, is knock him out like that, and he will offer to fuse with you. Hey, do you want to fuse Kinstones with me? Well, yes, indeed we do. Complete this fusion, and let's see what it'll give us. It is going to spawn in. Is this a golden monster? It is. We're going to have to watch out for that next time we're in the area. It's down there in the western wood. Look at that, a perfect fit. That means good luck for us. Now this guy's a bit special. If we leave and come back, he will want to fuse again with us. I want to complete this fusion as well, because this one will give us something pretty important for later in the video, I believe. It is going to spawn yet another crack right there. That is really important because it has an item we're going to need. Look at that, a perfect fit. That means good luck for us. Now, I don't think we should waste any time. We are going to head right on over to the Castor Wilds and get the items that we're going to need for more fusions in this video. Right on over here in the Castor Wilds, you can see all of these lily pads are being super active, which is good. I think we're going to go over to this crack first, though. I want to equip our Gust Jar, because if you recall from the last time we were here, there's a lily pad, so we want to just navigate all the way to the end of this again. You might remember this place from when we came here to get the bow a few videos ago. I like how they sort of make you come back to all these old places and use all your old items. It's something that Zelda games don't tend to do too terribly much anymore. Anyway, let's head right on up this way. And one more puff, two more puffs. And here we are. Head right on down here, and we have a chest. Open it up. Red Kinstone piece. And if my source is correct, yes, it is indeed that one that looks sort of like a really sharp 3 on the side. That is one we want. But anyway, I'm going to head back out of this little area and we're going to cross some more lily pads. Now that we are out here, I think we're going to want to cross this lily pad. I don't remember which one it is exactly that we want, but might as well grab both. I'm just hoping I don't grab a chest with like 200 mysterious shells in it, but knowing my luck, that's probably gonna happen, honestly. Open up this chest. Blue Kinstone piece, alrighty. So it must be the other lily pad we want. Just wait for our ride to come back here. I'm glad that they stop at the ends of these things, because I don't know how many times I've fallen into the water over in the Minish Woods. Ah, dang it, just missed it. Anyway, hop onto this one. Ride on over, down here. Please be the piece we need. Crossing my fingers here. It is, very good. There is one more lily pad we have here to unlock, and it's from that town Minish that's in that house that we just built, but unfortunately we're not going to be able to get to that until next video, although I think we will be covering that specific fusion next time. But anyway, I'm going to be super lazy and warp to the Wind Crest in this area, because the next place we want to go is in fact the Wind Ruins. Over here we have this little Minish-sized crack. We want to head right on down in here because this guy, now that we've completed the dungeon, will want to fuse with us. So, luckily we have a whole ton of these E-shaped Kinstone pieces, so we can use this one. And as you might suspect, this is going to grow yet another Beanstalk for us. And atop this Beanstalk is something very, very valuable that you're going to want to get, so be sure to do this, because this actually counts towards 100% in my book. Alrighty. We did it, we're in for a run of good luck now. Awesome. Let's head right on over to that Beanstalk. Right up here we have that Beanstalk that we just grew, so let's climb right on up it. Absolutely gorgeous view as always. Man, I just love it. Well, we come up here and we have just a single blue chest. What is it? It is a large quiver. Now you can carry more arrows. I believe this, yes, it increases the capacity to 70. Bombs will go 10, 30, 50, 99, but arrows go 30, 50, 70, 99. A little bit different, but I can't imagine walking around with only the capacity to shoot 10 arrows. Anyway, now that we have done that, we are going to be heading off to the Western Wood. Right down here, you will see the Golden Octorok. You're going to want to take this out while you're here if you have the wallet capacity for it, because it will drop like 100 rupees or something ridiculous like that. Come on, shoot at me. I want to show this off. Yeah, it basically machine gun fires at you. Pretty terrifying. 100 rupees right off the bat. Now, over here somewhere... Aha, here it is. We want to shrink down right here because there is a Minish hut right here in this mushroom. We want to fuse with this guy. He requires this type of blue Kinstone, so we're going to satiate his good desires. And this is going to spawn yet another Beanstalk, although I do not think there's anything required on this Beanstalk. I don't have it written in my notes or anything. And I'm pretty sure this one has a chest with like 200 mysterious shells in it. And I do not have the inventory space for that, so I think we're going to just leave this Beanstalk be for now, and later on in the LP I'm going to come back and grab any rewards we decide to skip like I'm doing here. Over here in the Trilby Highlands, heading right up here, right by the Tingle Brother, you want to shrink down right here because there is yet another Minish house right here. Come on in here, and we have another fusion in here. Here. And they fit, here. Now let's see what this is going to give us. It looks like it is going to drain this pond. I'm pretty sure there's money in there, but it's kind of out of our way, so I think we're just sort of going to leave it there for a while. Hey, they fit. I wonder what that means. Very good things, my friend. Now that we have done that, we are going to be heading up to Mount Crenel. Right over here on Mount Crenel, you might recall this area that we were in a few videos ago. This is the dojo that we learned a special attack from. The brother here, Greyblade, will actually want to fuse with you, and it requires one of these pieces, so make sure you go get them from some of the earlier fusions if you haven't already. But anyway, we fit this right here, and this is a very, very, very important fusion. It is going to open up this waterfall right here, something we can't access quite yet, but we'll be able to soon, maybe within a couple episodes even. But this is very important, so make sure you do this one, because the reward is quite unique. But anyway, now that we have done that, I'm going to be heading out of here and back to Lake Hyrulean. Right over here at Lake Hyrulean, after you have grabbed the magical boomerang, some of the Tingle Brothers will want to fuse Kinstones with you again, including David Jr. right here. So we want to clink these two pieces together, and let's see what good things will happen. This is going to spawn, it looks like a chest. Yes indeed, a chest indeed, very good. Wow, I didn't actually think that would work. Man, he's so pessimistic, that's so sad. Anyway, now that we have done that, we are going over to South Hyrule Field. Over here at South Hyrule Field, you want to sprung yourself right up here to Tingle because, of course, now that you have the magical boomerang, you're going to want to fuse with him again, and he requires another one of these red pieces. Thank goodness I got the luck of the draw on those Castor Wilds fusions, otherwise we would have had a lot of trouble doing these, oh man. But anyway, now that we have done that, this is going to spawn in, I want to say this is going to be a golden Tektite. Yes, indeed it is. So if you want some money, if you're ever struggling for cash, feel free to head right on over there to kill it. Now that we have done that, to the north. Over here in North Hyrule Field, you might notice that this tree right here sparkles. As with other trees of that type, you want to knock into it with your Pegasus boots and shrink down, because now that we have done that, we can head over this way to something I haven't done yet. Hang on, I'll be right back. Slashy, 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 smashy. There is a Minish hole right there. Once that has been unlocked, apologies for that, now you'll want to shrink down. Because then you can head up to this area right here, and as you might expect based on how this video has been going, yet another Kinstone fusion. Now let's see here. Man, I'm running out of greens. I'm taking up a lot of greens, wow. Gonna have to, replenish the stock at some point, wow. Alright, I think this is going to be a chest, am I correct about this? Yes I am, I know way too much about this game. Alrighty, now that we have done that, look, they fit, how lucky, amazing even. We are going to be heading off to... We are going to be heading off to the Hyrule Castle Garden for the last fusion I want to do in this video. Over here on the east side of the garden, you're going to want to shrink down right here and come over to this area that we have seen before. I believe we were here in episode 9? Or 8? 8 or 9, one of those two. Anyway, fusion. Last one of this video, and luckily so, because this is my last Kinstone piece of this type. Oh wow, I'm going to have to go over to that grassy patch and grind out some of these things. This is going to upright this tree right here. Now this may not look like much, in fact you can't even see anything right there, but in fact if you go dig over there with your mole mitts, you are going to suddenly find yourself very, very, very rich. I'm not going to do that quite yet because I'm afraid there might be a time later where I might need more money, but it's there in case you're more on the poor side at this point and you need some cash, or maybe you're not feeling so confident in your abilities and you're going to want potions or something like that. But anyway, Now that we have done that, I believe that brings us up to 66 Kinstone fusions, meaning we're just about 2/3 done with that part of the game, which is crazy because we're about halfway done with the story mode. But anyway, I think we are going to end things off here now that we have completed all those Kinstone fusions. Next time on The Legend of Zelda: The Minish Cap, we are going to be heading over to the library to see if we can gain counsel with the Elder and find out how to enter the Temple of Droplets. I will see you guys next time.